sought to also contribute to change the mindset and behavior in the communities that our participants and our stakeholders are connected. We have sought to demonstrate diversity, equity, and inclusiveness, changing mindsets and behaviors, creating employment opportunities, and digital transformation in the spirit of partnerships and collaborations. One thing personally I can say is that the journey in the past 3 years and counting has been built on the spirit of collaboration. And that has been very impactful, not just for the partners who make it possible for this to come to pass, but also among the various teams who over the years have shown their face and definitely made contributions to the activities we've done so far. The 2023 SDG Innovation Challenge sought to activate three main, some theme and focus areas. So whatever ideas you came with, whichever innovative ideas and concepts you brought, we sought that to drive towards SDG sustainable development goals in the area of energy and carbon reduction, health and well-being, food and nutrition, especially in the area of agriculture, education, and water and sanitation. So for those of you who have been part of the journey so far, from the early times of August through September, the journey has been on. Today, it's an award ceremony. Who knows, the next phase will definitely have a lot more to offer you as well. So we want to say a big thank you to all those who have made it possible for this journey to be possible. There have been key organizers who have been the core of all that has been happening all this time. And just giving an opening statement worth saying a big thank you to the African Youth SDG Summit, which has been a major contributor to the process, to Tech Farm Hub, where I happen to be the chief executive, to the Youth Advocates Ghana, to Sense Innovation Management Systems. Sense, thank you very much for your awesome impact that you have brought to the table. Innovent Labs Africa, great having you on board. Grassroots Hub has been a permanent and running member of this whole effort, and want to say a big thank you to Grassroots Hub. And yes, the one I call the collaborating tissue, the one that pulls the strings all together, the organization that holds the fort for all the partnering agencies. Milton Foundation, kudos to you for all the good job that you're doing. To you, Stephanie Betterman, Dr. Stephanie Betterman, great job to you, Lars Denzel, to you, Eric. So very much grateful. We're also grateful to the Global Goals Week. This year, SDG Innovation Challenge took it to the next level. We are going greater, we're going continental, and we're going global. So big thanks to everyone who has made it possible. Today is an opportunity to honor you for who you are and what you have brought to the table, and also to give you a chance to see the greater good of what your effort in thinking to find solutions to Africa's many problems is going to do. On that note, I say a big thank you to you all, and looking forward to greater time. Awesome. Over to you, Eric.
Thank you so much, Kwabena, for speaking on behalf of the organizers and giving so much insight into why we do what we do. Thank you once again. Now let's take a trip down memory lane. As always, this is one staple of the SDG Innovation Challenge. We like to keep you updated. So let's take a trip down memory lane. Did you know that this edition of the SDG Innovation Challenge was our biggest yet? The most important changes and innovations in 2023 were the introduction of focus areas and solution ideas to help recruit best suited subject matter advisors. And this helped us to recruit 23 advisors this iteration across the focus areas. And the SDG Innovation Challenge 2023 was aligned with the Global Goals Celebration hosted by the UN Foundation and officially featured as a Global Goals Week partner. So a bit about the Innovation Marathon that we've gone through so far. So over a course of 48 hours, participants learned to deploy impact tools. They looked at challenges from different perspectives and contributed to team efficiency and channeled their creative energy into fresh ideas to mobilize African youth for sustainable impact. Participants were also taken through an ideation process built on global citizenship, a framework that defines how persons engage with the world, its inhabitants, and other living things as well as social entrepreneurship and innovation. Using a youth empowerment and interdisciplinary approach, we expect to reward our most innovative teams later today, especially those who were able to fully utilize our TPS framework that allowed us to focus on certain aspects of the ideation marathon, from focusing on team to focusing on the problem, and finally focusing on the solution, which makes up the TPS framework. Now, to some facts and figures of the real facts and figures of the SDG Innovation Challenge 2023 this year. So we received over 700 plus group registrations and over 2,000 plus individual registrations. All 17 SDGs were represented and spread across the 5 focus areas that we came up with, from energy and carbon reduction, to water and sanitation, to food and nutrition, agriculture, to education. All of these focus areas were represented by the registrations that we received. And over 500 plus participants were invited to participate in 100 groups in the SDG Innovation Challenge. And this being an African oriented and African-centered innovation challenge, we had over 50 plus African countries represented across 5 time zones. And moving into that, we had 405 individuals in 80 innovation teams starting the ideation process on the 21st of September this year. And at the end of everything, at the end of all the ideations, all the methods and processes that we came across and learned, 232 individuals in 46 innovation teams concluded the ideation process. Then we move on to a snapshot of what the ideation process properly was. This is from between the 48 hours that the SDG Innovation Challenge happened. So we started off with 100 teams and ended up with 46 teams. And out of those 46 teams, all of these teams were taken through 6 ideation stages. And throughout these 6 ideation stages, our 46 teams had 23 advisors at their beck and call through 3 advisory hours. And over the course of the 48 hours, we were able to come out of it with 46 innovation ideas that were presented for the People's Choice Contest. And all 46 innovation ideas put together were able to generate 25,000 votes collectively. And for us at the Melting Foundation and our co-organizers and organizing consortium, these 25,000 votes signifies the number of people who actually came into contact with the innovations that came out of the SDG Innovation Challenge. So this is a very big achievement that we have been able to achieve in just a space of a week. And moving on to the 46 innovation ideas, we're also able to generate over 23,000 views on YouTube. So we move on now to that was the facts and figures of the SDG Innovation Challenge 2023. So before we go any further, I would call on my colleague Sonali to take us through a bit of an energizer, and I would employ all of us to stay tuned, listen to their instructions, and see what Sonali has for us. Over to you, Sonali.
Thank you so much, Eric. Hello, everybody. It's an absolute pleasure to be here at this award ceremony with all of you here on Zoom, and also all of our lovely participants watching us on the YouTube live stream. So we want to see how the mood is, and you know, from the 48-hour ideation journey that we love to do energizers and reaction buttons. So similar to that, we have one right now for this award ceremony. While I am stating this, I request my colleagues here on Zoom and also on the YouTube live to post the instructions in the chat. It's very simple. You're going to get a link in the chat. It's a Menti link. Please click on that link. And when you open it, you will see this statement. We want to know which 3 words of encouragement you would give to other young SDG innovators in your community and around the world. All of you get to put in 3 different words in the option settings. And at the end of this award ceremony, while we're wrapping up, we will have this beautiful picture painted with all your encouragement that you're giving to the next generation and also the current generation of young SDG innovators across the globe. So we're going to take a couple of minutes to pause and post these links in the chat. I am looking at the live chat right here. We should be able to post it there as well with the links, and also all the members present on Zoom. Please do take a minute to click the link. The direct link will take you there, or if not, you can always go to www.menti.com and enter the code 79598386, which should open up a page where you can enter your answers. Okay, so while we're doing that, I can also take a minute to check with Eric if we have Sylvia on the call for our address next, Eric.
Yes, we do. We do have Sylvia on the call. I know she's gearing up to speak shortly. Yeah.
Super, Sylvia. Give us 30 more seconds so that we get in all these beautiful answers. The link has been shared in the Zoom chat. It's coming up on the live stream chat as well, and we should go from there. Okay, and if you have completed that, let's use the reaction buttons on the bottom of the Zoom link. You know the drill. Thumbs up, smile, happy face, how you're feeling. And that gives us an idea as to how many people have actually finished this small energizer as well, so that we can move on. I see Stefan has finished it. Fantastic. And some more coming through slowly. Super. So while you're doing that, let me take just a couple of minutes to invite and introduce our keynote address speaker, Sylvia Senu, who is an economist, policy expert, and program coordinator, and with a strong interest in shaping development through grassroots policy, inclusive development, and private sector inclusion. She's a passionate youth advocate and advocates the Sustainable Development Goals. So she's our keynote speaker with this strong passion in the SDGs, and she has extensive experience in research and development work. She has facilitated national and subnational consultations on how to effectively localize the SDGs and has advocated the SDGs on several platforms. She holds a master's degree in economics, and currently works as an economic analyst and the youth focal person with UNDP Ghana. She believes that service to humanity is the best work of life. And to tell us a little bit more on that, Sylvia, I invite you to take the mic and address our SDG innovator.
Thank you, Sonali, for that beautiful presentation. I was really part of the whole icebreaker, and I think some of the words I was hoping that the outcomes of that icebreaker was going to be projected for all of us to see some of the inspiring words from our participants. But from my side, I think some of the words that I carefully chose to submit were hope, joint action, and another, which I'm forgetting to remember as I speak now. It was quite spontaneous, but I think that the SDGs really present hope. And let me start by saying that I really deem it an extreme privilege to be given the opportunity of the keynote speaker for this really prestigious and august occasion of the award of the SDG Innovation Challenge. I think Kobna spoke earlier and he mentioned that this started really as an ideation, but has really grown into something that It's really worldwide and global, and it's celebrated across. And I would like to say thank you and kudos to Melting Foundation and all the partners who are championing this really great cause, because let's say that we know, and even though it's really heartbreaking, the current report and the current data that we are looking at suggests to us that the status of the SDGs is one that is stagnated. And the causes are multiple and complex. We have different pandemics, we have global geopolitical situations that are causing stagnations. But one thing that was identified that for me speaks a lot to all of us here in this room is the fact that there are different stakeholders who are not taking action. And as young people, as impact makers, as change makers, as innovators here in this room, it's a big call for us to double our efforts in what we can do to support the achievement of the SDGs, but also the implementation of it in a more practical way that makes sense. I think one of the things that I celebrate the SDGs Innovation Challenge for is the fact that it's the values and principles are hinged on teamwork and creativity and innovation. And teamwork because if you know that you do not have all the knowledge and wisdom in the world to create the solutions that the world needs. And as far as the challenges we are faced with in this century are complex and multiple in dimensions, we would have to really look at getting solutions from across board, which means that we would have to collaborate. It means that we would have to diversify the way we look at the problem, and then we would have to also bring on board different angles of the problems that exist that we are looking at solving. I happen to be one of the judges of this great challenge, and I have to say that there's nothing too old or there's nothing too new. And that is one of the things that I also celebrate this innovation challenge for. For instance, there are young people being led by great women from Cameroon, for instance, who are taking action around education. And for me, it spoke volumes, not because it's probably a totally different or new idea, but to the fact that these young people have identified a concrete problem in a concrete community, and they believe by putting their actions together, they are able to help ameliorate the solution was really overwhelmingly important and good for me to see. And I believe that if indeed many of us would look at it in that direction, many of us beyond our government, of course, and I like to say most of the times that young people or people who are not in government tend to see the SDGs as separate from development. And I usually would like to reiterate that the SDGs are not separate from development. The SDGs are all developmental issues that pertain to specific countries, and specific challenges and development in countries has to be looked at with the SDGs lens. So I celebrate this platform, really. I really do. And I'm really honored that we are able to collect all these ideas. What's next? The next is this. We have these ideas. They are stepping stones for us. They may not be fully blown as fully blown solutions to the problems we are seeing, but with collaborations, with persistence, with the whole idea of still going at the issue, we will be able to get the needed support to help us shape these solutions we are emerging with into something concrete. And I believe that with platforms as such, as the SDGs Innovation Challenge, we are able to create a world of solution to help us, support the implementation of the SDGs. But let me also say that as young people, let us not stop reading. And I know it may sound very old school, but I say that on the fact that when we talk about the SDGs, yes, we all know they are 17 in nature, but usually we would stop at looking at them at the level of the goals. But as we know them, the framework also have targets. They also have what? Indicators. So whatever action we are taking, we have to ensure that they are quite aligned with the targets that have been set and also the indicators for measurement. So when you are looking at your solution, you can be guided around that. Read, 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 read. Don't stop at reading, because then that is where the world of knowledge and wisdom and even, really sparking the creativity in you can go when you open your eyes and lens to a number of worldviews based on the fact that you're able to read from different worldviews. Let me say once more that all of you here in this room are heroes. You are the heroes of our time, because if action is what is needed for the SDGs and you are taking action, you are the hero and the real advocate and champion of the SDGs. And I celebrate you in particular for this reason. Thank you, and over to you, Eric. And thank you also once more for the opportunity of the keynote speech.
Thank you so much, Sylvia, for that inspiring speech. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. We're going to quickly move on. My name is Nanaya Kranchiwayim, and I'm one of the organizers. I'm just here to quickly acknowledge our partners, our sponsors, our supporters, our participants, because without you, we wouldn't have come this far. We wouldn't have been able to come together to celebrate the best teams. And even if we didn't win or make it to the top 15 or top 46, we just really want to encourage you and tell you that your dream and your team and your solution matters. Africa really needs all of the best of ideas from its youth to make sure that we get to the point where we can be comfortable, proud, and safe as well. So I'll just kindly move on and just maybe kindly talk about the rubrics that were used to quickly give an outline of the rubrics that were used for our presentation. On the screen before then, you can see our partners, you can see grassroots hubs, you can see Sense Innovation Management Systems. We want to also thank Africa Youth SDGs. We want to thank Tech Farm and Innovent Labs Africa, as well as Youth Advocates Africa Ghana. They've been with us for a very long time, as well as Grassroots. And last but not least, we want to thank ourselves in the Milton Foundation, both senior fellows and junior fellows and every other person in the Milton Foundation. And last but not least, our partnership with the Global Goals Week as well. Our subject matter advisors. So we have so many, as was mentioned earlier by my colleague Eric, we had 23 advisors, subject matters, and you can see a few of them on the screen. We just want to give and recognize them, give them their flowers, as some would say, and just thank them for being there for us. Yeah, so you can see more of that there. We had 6 judges. So we have Spencer Kranche, all the way to Bernice, Yawedu Jemfi, Gloria Novo, Nick Kutz, who is also on the call today. Thank you so much, Nick. We appreciate it so much. And Sylvia Senu, thank you so much. We really appreciate the time, the thoughtfulness, the insights you spent advising the teams and also taking time to also go through their proposed solutions. Yes, so our top 15 teams that have made it this far, were shown. But before then, let me just go ahead and then give a summary of the rubric, or what we call the score guide, that was used to assess these 15 teams. So there were a number of 6 main rubrics or scoring guides that were used. The first being the degree of innovativeness. So when we talk about this score guide, we're actually looking for proposals that are identifying novel ideas and solutions in the given context. So we are talking about simple but effective proposals. So when we say novel, it could be some old idea, but in the context is new. And then also, it also aims to address unmet needs in the community more effectively than have been previously done. So these things are connected with the idea of disruptiveness. If you've heard of that word before, it usually means something connected to the degree of innovativeness, and also consider good practices from other case studies and as that. Now, the very next scoring guide or points that was used was implementation potential. And this basically is just talking about identifying ideas that have the potential to get off the ground. I mean, you don't want to come up with a solution that it sounds great, but then realistically, it can't be achieved. It's not feasible. So when we are saying this, we're talking about proposals that are tangible and have been initiated already or could be initiated very soon. And we are looking at expectations, timelines, proposals, things that are realistic. So you don't want to say we want to build a rocket and you're talking about 2030. We want to find out if you can do this rocket maybe in the next 6 months or so. And the next rubric is impact potential. So impact potential is just talking about the ideas that have the possibility, or we are looking to create a certain level of impact in the society or the context or ecosystem that they thrive in. So we're talking about proposals that address pressing issues in a viable way and are designed with the community that they are in mind. The fourth scoring guide is called transformative potential. Now, with transformative potential, we're looking to identify ideas with the potential to transform the society beyond the business as usual tag. So in this category, we are looking at evaluating the pitches of the solutions by context such as they're contributing to the change of mindset or behavior in the community so that it becomes sustainable in the long term. We're looking at proposals that incorporate elements of a more inclusive society and then has a bold and compelling vision and some sort of, monitoring or way of measuring these impacts in their solution. Now, my favorite one, team diversity. This category was looking about the proposal emerging from a place of diversity or interdisciplinarity. We're talking about teams that have members from different backgrounds, different fields, and different life worlds or different interests or exposure, not just different parts of the continent geographically. And we're also talking about the proposal also having emerged or collaboratively being of a place of diversity or interdisciplinarity. And these are all contributed to by the team members from the various locations or various backgrounds. Now, the last but not the least, we have submission quality. And I must say, I was really impressed by some of the submission quality that came through. So here we're talking about the pitch presentation, the video, remember the 2 minute videos you were asked to do, and then also the summary guide you were also asked to do, and shows efforts in the making. So, creativeness, so we can hear you in the audio, the video is clear. We can have like captions at the bottom, it's quite appealing. That's the idea. And then the submission form is clear and complete and also provides valuable insights that complements the video that you've made and also talks about the ideation process, the team dynamics, and complements the information overall from the video pitch. And these materials should have thoughts going into their production. We can see a video where, we can tell that they spent much time and thoughtfulness in creating the video. And so with these 6 categories in mind, these were the rubrics or the standards by which your videos and your submissions were judged by. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening to me. And my name has been Anaya. I will hand over to my colleague Eric now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nanaya, for giving us all the great acknowledgements that you have just done. And also for pointing out the rubrics by which we use to assess our 15 innovation teams. So I'm sure by now you are curious, who are these teams? Okay, so I would like to, for every time I mention a new team's name, you could put in one reaction in the chats. You could use any emoji that you like. So just a shout out to our 15 teams, and of which we have their reps on the call with us here, anticipating the final verdict of the awards. So the first thing we, in our top 15, we had the ACT Climate, we have the APCED, we have the Farm of the Future, we have Jeff George, we have Hydro Allies, we have Learn to Lead, we have Plastech, we have Primoris Cantivit, we have Project Elevate, we have Project M, we have Serenity Synergy, we have Smart Farm, we have Sustainable Visionaries, the Pathfinders, and finally, Teachers Train. So you will ask yourself, what are these 15 teams competing for? So let's move on to the incentives of the 2023 edition of the SDG Innovation Challenge. So we have prize money worth 1,750. It was 1,500 USD, but we had so much quality in the submissions. We knew that we needed to make space for other teams to be recognized as well. So we increased the prize money to 1,750. We are also offering pro bono incubation support and mentorship, not just to our winning teams today, to all the 46 teams that made it to the end of the SDG Innovation Challenge, as well as business development advisory. We also want to offer 1 year free subscription to the Sense platform for the top winning teams, investment matchmaking recommendation for our teams as well. We want to identify those solutions that impress the judges, just as Sylvia mentioned, to other partners and other organizations that will be able to provide them the scaling that is needed to put Africa where it's supposed to be. Then finally, all our teams completing the SDG Innovation Challenge will receive participation and for award-winning teams, the award-winning certificate as well. So we also thought it wise to add one more incentive for all our teams, because we saw that there was depth and there was quality in this edition of the SDG Innovation Challenge. So we would like to invite all teams that are interested, or individuals that are interested, to apply for another program of the SDG, of the Melting Foundation. That is, it is the Global Solvers Accelerator, and it is an 8-month social venture accelerator program, deeply intertwined with our unique community of global citizenship practice, and it's open to application, or for application, for the 2024 cohort. It is one of the 2 entry points into the Melting Foundation Fellowship. So if you want to become a Melting Fellow and work much more closely with the Melting Foundation in the future, this is one of the ways you could do this. And over the course of 8 months, from May to December 2024, participants will work with us and with each other as well to build collective leadership competencies, refine their social impact initiatives that they are spearheading in their communities, and also to ignite their transformative change that cuts across boundaries of sector, place, identity, and most importantly, to further the SDGs. So I think at this point, we've come to the main focus of the meeting today, of the session today. So as you can see on your screen, we are ready to get the ball rolling. So camera, lights, action. So our first team that we are rewarding today, in terms of in the winning category of team diversity, is team Learn to Lead, aligned to the focus area of education. And before we give them the opportunity to speak or react, we will play their video for everyone to see what they actually submitted for the SDG Innovation Challenge. So let's take a minute to watch the video.
Hello, I am Abdurrahman, and I'm here to introduce you to our innovation project, Learn to Lead. I am the project manager, Alice is the content lead, Ronald is the technical lead, and Moses is the education lead. The unique thing about our team is that we all are young leaders from 4 different African countries. I am from Nigeria, Alice is from Ghana, Ronald is from Cameroon, and Moses is from Zambia. And together, we are addressing the problem of poor transition rate of high school graduates into universities, where there are literally hundreds of thousands of students that graduate from high school every year, but are unable to get admitted into universities because they cannot pass the admission examination. Why is this the case? We found out from our research that most of these students don't have access to the resources for them to prepare for this examination. The result of this problem is that students are not able to continue their education and they are being idle and unproductive. Females have to resort to early marriage, and then unemployment creeps in, and then poverty. We all understand that this is a problem that requires a proper solution, and we at Learn to Lead are creating a virtual hub where students that have graduated from high school but are yet to get admitted into university are provided with 3 things. The first thing is to provide them with tailored coaching to ensure they pass the examination and support them with mentorship to gain admission. The second thing is to provide them with access to a comprehensive digital prep kit for them to prepare for the examination. And the third thing is to provide them with guidance on genuine scholarship opportunities for them to further their education. How does our solution work? Students come onto our website and create an account and log in. Immediately, they have access to thousands of practice questions that are arranged based on topic. We provide answers to these questions both in written and video form, and we also provide links to videos for them to understand each of these topics. And finally, we provide them with one-to-one mentorship and career guidance from our network of mentors. And we are inviting you to join us in increasing access to higher education in Africa. We are Team Learn to Lead, and thank you for listening.
All right. So do we have Moses on the call from Team Learn to Lead? Aside from being aligned with the focus area of education and being our winner in the team diversity category, they also win a cash prize of $250. So Moses, if you would like to take the stage in the next 30 seconds and give us some few words on behalf of your team.
Hello, can you hear me clearly? It's such a great opportunity actually to be before everybody here, and I'm just so excited. I can't believe we've gotten the team diversity, and I can't express my joy right now. I'm just too excited, and I'm looking forward to see how we're going to implement our project. Because me and my colleagues, mainly our target is just to improve access to higher education for all the people in Africa. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Moses. And we move on to our next award category. And this award is in the category of impact potential. And the team to win this is, drum roll please. And there you have it. Primoris Kantivi is our winner in the impact potential category, and they have won for themselves and their team and solution $250 as well. We will call on someone from the team on the call to take the stage to say a few words on behalf of the team. Do we have John or Innocent on the call?
Oh yes, I'm on the call.
So before we do that, we would like to take a look at your video. Then when we come back, you have 30 seconds to tell us how you are feeling with this award.
Good day, everyone. SDG Innovation Challenge 2023, mobilizing African youth for sustainable impact. We are Team Primoris Kantivi.
Dynamism.
My name is Innocent Ijoma, the team lead and the peer-to-peer mentor.
I'm Divine Izindokore, the product designer.
I'm Arakujon, EI strategies and program lead.
I'm Ono Hage, a business consultant. Research has it that over 72 million youth either not in education, unemployed, or in any form of, as a result of digital divide which exists between African youth that has left the youth to be either unemployed or underpaid. Now, these reasons have actually led to contemporary lack of contemporary skills, poverty as a result of unemployment, slow AI adoption, and employee job insecurity.
We understand that AI will add $10.7 trillion to the global economy by 2030. What we intend to do is to empower African youth to have the right AI skills so they're able to contribute in this new age of work. And this will be done on AI. As you can see on the next slide, we've had a training session where we've been able to empower some youth to be able to use this AI platform to build solutions for their community and for businesses.
We are projecting upskilling 100,000 youths across AME sectors in Africa, empowering African youth with AI, and involving them in the AI sector and related initiatives, which will encourage knowledge sharing, collaboration, and paving a way for a vibrant ecosystem of talent and ideas. Ultimately, we are addressing unemployment and promoting AI adoption.
Thank you. Primoris candidates.
Our dynamism.
All right. So, and we are back. So, do we have John to speak on behalf of the team to receive the award?
Oh yes. I mean, I'm very excited for this award. I will put a lot of work into making the submission happen from the very start of the event to the final submission, and it's something that we're really proud of. At least we've been able to achieve this, and we look forward to doing so much more. Yeah. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, John, for taking the stage. So we move on to our next award category. And this time we are awarding one team for the implementation potential of their solution. And this team is the team we call Team Jeff George. So with a round of applause, let's use the Zoom reactions and the YouTube reactions to celebrate this team. And they are aligned with the focus area of health and well-being. And we would have either Joshua or Jessica from Team Jeff George to say a few words after we finish watching the video.
Hello, I'm Joshua Macha, the leader of Team Jeff George. Let me introduce you to my talented team members.
I am Fatuma Mnyawami, with the quality control of the team.
Hi, I'm Gerard Kambadu. I'm the motivator of the Jeff George team.
My name is Jessica Alex. I'm the team presenter.
We are not just a team, we are a new combination of talented students from Dar es Salaam Institute of Technology in Tanzania. Our mission is very clear. We're dedicated to creating a safe start for newborns. Our innovative healthcare solutions will save lives and promote well-being in underserved regions worldwide. According to statistics, in most sub-Saharan countries, over 20% of the infants born every year are premature. Among these, a staggering 79.6 struggle to regulate their body temperature, leading to hypothermia. Tragically, 28.8% of these infants don't survive. But the challenge doesn't end there. The radiant hormones commonly used to prevent hypothermia are prone to breaking down and are prohibitively expensive. Furthermore, these devices rely on consistent power supply, which is far guaranteed in low resource settings. That's where our solutions comes in. We have an innovative idea for infant warmer. It will be cost-effective, easy to maintain, and designed for areas with unreliable power. We are thrilled to share that we already have a prototype, a testament to our dedication. We wish to take the next step by developing it into a minimum mobile product. This MVP will incorporate feedback from customers and healthcare providers, ensuring it meets users' needs. Our project's greater purpose is simply yet profound. It's about giving every newborn a fair chance at life. It's about contributing to SDG goal number 3, good health and well-being. In conclusion, Team Jeff George is ready to turn this vision into reality. Join us today on this incredible journey and save the lives of the infants, and they are the future of the new world. And we want to emphasize that developing and implementing healthcare solutions is not without its complexities, but with persistence, collaboration, and your support, we can overcome these challenges. Good day for everyone. Bye.
All right. Okay. So if you could not hear a little bit of that, the Team Jeff George solution is to develop a cost-effective and reliable infant warmers to reduce infant mortality in underserved regions. So do we have Joshua or Jessica on the call to say some few words in the next 30 seconds on behalf of the team?
Hello, everyone. I can't express how excited I am right now. I'm really happy for the chance to have got. And in short, I want to thank the SDG for granting us this opportunity to show to the world our idea. And because we believe that it will save the lives and it has a very great potential in serving the world and improving the living standard of the coming generation. So thank you very much. And what we ask from you, from everybody, is your support so as to make sure that this project go on up to the next stage and that we'll be able to reach our targets. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Joshua. And we have 3 more awards to go. So stay tuned. We move on. Okay, so our next award category is the degree of innovativeness. And our team for that award is Smart Farm. And Smart Farm solution is aligned to the focus area of food and nutrition, as well as agriculture. And we would watch the video and we would ask Paul Mensah to prepare to say a few words when we come back.
The agricultural sector of Ghana faces significant challenges with inefficient drying and unhygienic drying. And this leads to high post-harvest losses, reduction in crop quality, and increased cost. The lack of control over these issues and the high dependency on weather further increases the effects of these issues. Open sun drying is one of the most common methods in Ghana. This method of drying makes crops vulnerable to contamination from pests, birds, and cattle. It is also weather dependent and labor intensive.
To help solve this problem, our team designed an automated biomass solar assisted dryer, which is easy to use, hygienic, time-saving, and can be used at any time of the day. This addresses the problems associated with open sun drying.
So we have the combustion unit, we have the suction unit, and also the drying chamber. So when I talk of the combustion unit, we have combustion chamber whereby we put agricultural waste materials like grass, firewood, and the suction unit, which is the blower, sucks the heat from the combustion chamber to the drying chamber. We develop circuitry system which seeks to regulate the speed of the blower and also regulate the heat coming into the drying chamber. Our project is also being powered by a solar panel which addresses the issue of using renewable energy in our projects.
In a competitive agricultural technology market, this project distinguishes itself with its unique automated biomass dryer, which offers a competitive and sustainable post-harvest management solution.
We have a very large market for this project, and we seek to target farmers who are into cocoa, cassava, maize, rice, and all other crops that can be dried.
Our project is innovative as it is automated, solar powered, and uses biomass, which helps in agricultural waste management, reduces post-harvest losses, eliminates contamination, which is very common in open sun drying, will help reduce unemployment rate in the nation, as workers will be employed to render services of drying to farmers. This aligns with SDGs 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, and 12.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Back.
Thank you very much.
All right. So Paul, I can see you are smiling. You're very, very, very happy. I want you to share your excitement with us on the call.
Yes, thank you very much, and everyone who participated in this year's innovation challenge. Well, I'll deem this as a great privilege for me and the team, and the impact that we are bringing on the community. But I'd like to say a word of encouragement to all the teams that participated, all the 400 plus teams, to keep on moving, and they shouldn't put the idea in the shelf and let it collect dust. You don't know where your idea might have impact. You just keep on pushing till you reach it. So that's all what I can say. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Paul, on behalf of Team Smart Farm, and they have won for themselves and their solution a cash prize of 250 USD, in addition to all the other incentives. Okay, so we move on to our next winning category. In terms of transformative potential, our team in this regard is the Sustainable Visionaries. And the Sustainable Visionaries are aligned to the focus area of energy and carbon reduction. And we would ask for Samuel to prepare as we watch the video and come back, and we'll take a few words from him as well.
Hi, my name is Sarah Masika Samuel and I'm from Kenya. I'll be representing Sustainable Visionaries. In many underserved African communities, the importance of sustainability, climate change, and environmental stewardship often goes unnoticed. Climate change is real, and vulnerable communities excessively feel its impact. Without proper education, our youth are ill-equipped to face these challenges. Our solution is simple yet powerful. We're developing a comprehensive educational curriculum tailored to African youth. It fosters awareness of sustainability, climate change, and environmental stewardship. Through this innovative curriculum and engaging capacity-building activities, we empower young minds to become change makers. We are instilling in them the knowledge, skills, and passion to drive sustainable change.
Our curriculum is more than just a program. It's a driving force for climate action. In our vision, we merge SDGs 4 and 13, shaping education to combat climate change head-on. We don't just educate, we empower students to become the climate champions our world needs. Picture our classrooms as vibrant hubs for climate action, where young minds ignite change.
We can't do this alone. We need your support, your ideas, and collaboration. Let's ensure that every child in Africa can access this vital education. Join us in creating a greener and more resilient future. Together, we can turn this vision into a reality. Let's empower our youth, tackle climate change, and build a more sustainable world. Thank you.
All right. So if we have Sarah Samuel on the call, we would love to hear from you.
So hi everyone. I'm literally out of words because I did not expect to win anything today. But all I can say is I'm really grateful for the opportunity that Melton Foundation gave us, because that team that you see over there was formed in like a span of like 2 hours. And the idea that we presented to this for this challenge was actually also created in the 3 days that we're given. So it's really a privilege and an honor to actually be able to make it this far. And I'm really grateful for the opportunity because it challenged us to push ourselves out of our comfort zone, spent several hours trying to come up with everything. And thank you so much for the opportunity. Congratulations to the other team. And we can't wait to see how far our project is going to be, and we hope that soon we're going to actualize this idea and see how it's going to impact our communities back at home in Kenya. So thank you so much, Melton Foundation, and congratulations to everyone.
Thank you so much, Sarah. And you have just talked about the essence of the SDG Innovation Challenge, to come together from different walks of life and to ideate to make Africa a better place. So now we've come to the final award we'll be given today, but that's not the end of it all. Our final winner, our winner across categories, and the winner of 500 USD, and also aligned with the focus area of water and sanitation, is Team Hydro Allies. Is our winner across categories and a winner of 500 USD in support of their solution. And before that, we would, as usual, ask Mohammed or Musa to prepare to say a few words as we watch their video.
Water is life, and harnessing its potential can be a game changer. We are Hydro Allies, and we are working on an innovative and sustainable project, RAIN, Rainwater Innovation Network. Project RAIN is all about providing potable water to people by harvesting rainwater using solar energy. And also, in the process, it helps to provide sustainable employment to youth, curb flooding and drought. At the heart of our system lies reverse osmosis, a cutting-edge filtration method which removes impurities, harmful salts, and contaminants. Also, we included UV light as part of our filtration process. This environmental-friendly process aids in killing microorganisms present in water. Our mission aligns with the United Nations SDGs. It primarily tackles SDG 6, clean water and sanitation. It also contributes to SDG 7, affordable and clean energy, SDG 3, good health and well-being, and SDG 13, climate action, amplifying our positive impact. To bring this project to life, we secure funding through grants, investments, and user subscriptions. Revenue generated isn't just about profit, it fuels system expansion, maintenance, and community-driven initiatives. We understand that solving problems require collaboration, hence we seek partnerships with NGOs, governments, and local communities. Our system isn't limited by borders or boundaries. It is designed to cater to communities worldwide. Empowerment is at the core of our mission. Access to clean water isn't just about hydration. It's about enabling healthier lives, facilitating education, and driving economic youth within communities. Our vision is simple yet profound. A world where every drop counts, every life matters. Join us in this journey towards a sustainable future. Together we can turn the tide on water scarcity and ensure a better world for generations to come. Hydro Allies, every drop counts, every life matters.
Okay, so do we have Mohammed Jama or Musa on the call to receive the award on behalf of the team?
Good day, everyone. Oh, I'd like to thank everyone. I wasn't actually expecting this as well, because we just came up with this innovation quickly as we are a diverse team from different part of the African continent. So yeah, thank you so much, Multin Foundation, for the opportunity, and the other winners as well. Thank you guys, and congratulations to everyone. We're looking forward to be making this great impact to the African continent and bringing safe and potable water to everyone, making sure that people are healthy and are well. As you would have seen that our idea pitch is basically on, even we'll be also working on reducing carbon emissions. So yeah, thank you. Every drop counts and every life matters. Thank you.
Wow, that was quite a speech, and I like what you did at the end there. So so congratulations to all our winning teams as well as our shortlisted teams, all 15 teams. Congratulations to you. You all win the mentorship and incubation package. We are looking forward to working with you in the future. And to summarize all of our thoughts, to give us an idea as to how the evaluation and assessment of all these great ideas went, we would like to call on one of the judges and one of the co-organizers of the SDG Innovation Challenge. He's in the person of Nick Coates, and Nick, I know, has been an avid supporter of the SDGs and has been following all throughout. And he was even with us throughout the SDG Innovation Challenge. So, Nick.
Thank you, Eric, and many congratulations to all the teams. And I'm impressed by the support that you have received. In the judging, we've been really interested in understanding the time to implement and having the maximum impact. And so that in the 6 projects that I was closely involved with and judging, this for me and the other programs that I'm involved with across Africa and India is maximum impact. So I've been pushing all the teams that I advise to design for scale, package what you're learning so it can be easily replicated in other countries. And innovation is the solution to the problem. Without innovation, we will not fix the massive challenges we face. And I have been very distraught and depressed by world events over the past months and the challenges we face. And it's being invited to participate in this program has given me hope that we can organize and work in diverse teams to address the massive problems we face. And thank you, Eric, for a great organization. It's been a privilege to collaborate with you. And well done again, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nick. And I don't do this alone. I do this with an incredible team of experts and professionals. So I don't take the thanks a lot alone. I would like to also say thank you to all our participants for joining us. Everybody that had anything to do with the SDG Innovation Challenge, we say a very big thank you. And to give us some concluding remarks, I would like to, with no small excitement, I would like to call upon the Executive Director of the Melton Foundation, and he's on a call with us. If you are seeing all of these great things that we are doing with all of these packages and all of this money, is because of what this man does. It's because of the work and the passion that he puts to what he does. And I would like to call on Dr. Stefan Bateman to give us some concluding remarks on the call.
Wow, what an introduction. Thank you, Eric. I have to mirror it back immediately because it's the team of you guys. I want to congratulate you as the very first thing, the organizers here, Eric, Sonali, but also in absence, Lars, who has been very much of the person also from the beginning in developing this, as much as everybody, the judges, the mentors, everybody that has helped here. You've been doing a tremendous job, and it's just makes me proud to see, you know, what the people here in this call or the projects that they promoted, what comes out of it. It's amazing to see, and it is what we actually need for this world. I want to remind of these very inspiring words that Sylvia gave us, that yes, unfortunately, we are behind with solving or mitigating the problems as expressed in the SDGs. We are behind in many different indicators, maybe poverty, health, access to healthcare, reading, sustainability, and so forth and so forth. But, and here again, Sylvia, I piggy on your fantastic speech, because I also put hope in the mentee. And I think, you know, listening to the people here and seeing the videos on this course gives me hope. Gives me tremendous hope that, especially also in the African continent, is a generation of youth that want to take action, that feel that they can do something, that they best do it when they collaborate with each other across boundaries, really trying to find solutions for their local community, but also open with the global mindset. And that's also what we promote at the Melton Foundation, saying we believe in the power of global citizenship, meaning that as a shared humanity, we best solve the problems that we can see when collaborating across boundaries, taking action, and helping each other and solve all these challenges that we are facing. And that's especially also very important for Africa. I just looked at some numbers earlier today. and found out that from the 1.4 billion inhabitants of Africa, the median age is actually 18 years. So half of the population of Africa has not reached the age of 18. So it's the youngest part of the world as well. So we need the young people to take over, to lead us forward, to show us the way, to be active. And you did this here in this challenge. And for that, I want to congratulate and thank you, because you are the hope, and it is the part that we want to play to help, to develop, and to really guide any efforts that we see, because you are the hope that we believe in. So thank you. And I hope you'll be very good and energetic in implementing all these projects we've seen today.
Thank you so much, Stefan, the Executive Director of the Melting Foundation. And as you can see on your screen, we asked you at the beginning of the call to tell us which 3 words of encouragement would you give to other young SDG innovators in your communities and around the world. And these are the results. And off my screen, I can see that the biggest word in there is persistence, perseverance, empathy, hope, and love. And that is the sentiments that I leave you with on this call. And I hope that all our teams, the 9 other teams that made a shortlist that were not called today, does not mean that your ideas were not good. It only meant that we could only reward this number of teams at this point in time. We are looking to, however, to continue working with you, and you would get all the same incentives aside the prize money that the other teams are getting as well. So if you are interested in working further or developing further your ideas for other competitions, for even the Global Solvers Accelerator that I shared in the beginning of the call, we are welcome to working with you. And as you can see, the next steps for the SDG Innovation Challenge is to receive and expect some congratulatory and concluding emails that will be sending out shortly from today until the end of the next week. And we would give you some insights into all the great things that you should expect, all the things that we should do, what are the next steps, what do we do going forward. And as well as we'll keep asking, and in that email, you would find a link to give us some testimonials on how the SDG Innovation Challenge has made you feel. We are trying to make a case for impact, and we would need your help to make that case for impact so that in the future we can reward bigger prizes to teams and even more teams to taking this forward. So as well as we would also be showcasing all of the ideas that made it to the end of the SDG Innovation Challenge, especially winning teams. Our 6 winning teams will get a special showcase, but would do well to showcase all the other teams that made it to the end of the SDG Innovation Challenge, because we believe that your ideas are important and they could inspire. They could be replicated, as Nick said. You need to package your idea in such a way that it can be implemented in other parts of the world. And that is exactly what we are trying to do. And we'll be kicking off the mentoring and incubation phase next month in November. Stay tuned for more information on that. And as I said, it's for all teams that made it to the end of the SDG Innovation Challenge. Then finally, we would be bringing you some impact reporting and mentoring and incubation, the monitoring and evaluation results, feedback that we received from the surveys that we collected at the end of the SDG Innovation Challenge. So what do I leave you with? What are some tidbits and some insights that I leave you with today? So I leave you with 2 quotes from 2 people, one from Mark Twain and one from Socrates. Mark Twain says, "The secret of getting ahead is getting started." And with the SDG Innovation Challenge today, I believe that we've all gotten started. It is up to us to keep going, to not put our ideas on a shelf, to keep working at it, to keep making it bigger and better. And from Socrates as well, he says, "The secret of change is to focus all your energy, not on fighting the old, but building the new." So going forward, let us continue to build new partnerships, new collaborations, and new ideas. And with that, we bring the award ceremony for the SDG Innovation Challenge 2023 to an end. And I wish you all a very good afternoon and a very good night, depending on where you're joining us from. Congratulations to everybody on the call, watching us from YouTube. We are super excited for what we've just started. So, all right, over to you guys, and have a good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you and bye-bye.